Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, um. Oh, I was having this thought yesterday, right? Shit came out of nowhere, right? Like, motherfuckers be talking about collective consciousness and shit, right? And I look tired of shit. Um, no, motherfuckers be talking about collective consciousness and shit, right? So anyway, I say if we know our thoughts are not ours. The thoughts themselves just resonate on frequencies, and the level, the wavelength we at is how we get to these certain thoughts. You know what I'm saying? This old news. Watch the old video. But if I'm encountering somebody that has a thought, like say if I encounter somebody that that still be on the Jesus tip, um, and then I take that thought and I oppose that thought. Like I don't let them. Like if this person is only around people that condone that Jesus tip shit, then they never gonna get that thought opposed, and that thought's never gonna experience no type of turbulence, and it ain't gonna experience no opposition. But if I'm around that motherfucker and I oppose that thought, then that thought carries that damage back to its wavelength. All right, and it's like now other people that are coming into this wavelength and having these thoughts, it becomes easier for them to combat that thought or oppose that thought and be like, like for real, you gonna come back and save me, nigga? Like, and it's like this. A big example of this is like I feel like the whole, motherfuckers. It's like motherfucker. Everybody waking up now and shit, right? Turn away from religions and everybody abandoning religions, getting back to being healthy, all that shit. This is an accumulation. We are in communication with the planet, and the whole aura of the planet is we affect that. So when we sitting there having these thoughts and responding to these thoughts on these vibrations positively and embracing it, that's how the earth was vibration was so low. But then you got people that's over time challenging these thoughts, and you got all these old philosophers. You know what I'm saying? All of the older, motherfuckers from the '90s and shit that was doing the scholarship. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bobby Hemmett niggas and shit. Um, like these people doing that, combating the thoughts and provoking these new thoughts and all of this, you know what I'm saying, black love, it became easier for other people to do the same with the thoughts in the wavelength, you know what I'm saying? Because they've already battled these thoughts, you know what I'm saying? So it's like and another reason I got to prove that is because you can have the same thoughts that somebody else had without even hearing them say it first. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how many times I've motherfucking like I had thoughts and I got ways that I go about living, and then I'll go watch an old motherfucking Dr. Africa or like some little um some like some Dr. Sebi or some Bobby Hemmett or like somebody like that, and they'll say some shit. Remember that, like the shit I was saying about Dr. Sebi. Like, man, I don't agree with none of this shit. Like, everything is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That whole like, it's like, nigga, that's some shit that I say, and I'm like, damn, but he said it too, and he been saying that shit since back then. It's like he's already done work in the wavelengths of thought. You know what I'm saying? So now when it comes for me, it's like it's a little easier. You know what I'm saying? Just and the knowledge is it hit different. You know what I'm saying? So my point is that if I see a motherfucker on that Jesus tip shit and then I combat that thought, that shit will spread and help 3, 4 other people that's having that same thought, and they'll start it'll be like it'll like I'll be talk to them too, and they'll start having the same thoughts that me and this other person done came to the conclusion of. You know what I'm saying? Well, it'll be easier that they can make it to that conclusion. You know what I'm saying? It's possible that they can, go straight to that thought instead of getting stumbled up on, that other shit, other aspects or other responses to that thought. If it makes sense. Um, yeah. Yeah, all right, that's all I'm saying on that for now. But the math, all right, we gotta get back to the math too. Um, all right, you know how like we motherfuckers know about our math, all right? Um, like this must be one of the ancient like maths or something we wrote down or something. We must have already broke it down and written down the science of this math, right? And then along with everything else these motherfuckers stole from us and shit, they got that too. They got that math to use against us as well. So You know how like people be talking about intuition and how we like we just subconsciously we get a lot of messages about intuition and decision making and ways of thinking, from school, from TV, from parents, from other white motherfuckers, all that shit. So you ever be like, you ever be somewhere and you like, damn, like I feel like you waiting for something, right? But then you like, damn, I feel like I just gotta like I might just go do this real quick and then I'm gonna come back. Like I just gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And then you go and you just in time to miss whatever the fuck you was just waiting for. Like you had a feeling, a urge to like you was doing something or waiting for somebody, and you like, damn, like nah, all right, they ain't gonna be here for. I'm gonna just let me just go do this real quick, and then they come as soon as you go. You know what I'm saying? That right there was a feeling that you was getting that was supposed to let you know they're almost here. They're about to arrive now. All right, but we misinterpret that shit, and we decide to make the decision to act upon that in the opposite way of which we're supposed to. All right, and that's a form of the whole math shit. It's like when you are in tune and doing your equations and shit, stuff like waiting on somebody or knowing when to not do something. That shit that's a part of the math. You should know this. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that this right here is an example of when your math is off. Shit like that starts happening. Shit like you be like, let me do this, and then boom, like something happened right when you left that spot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or something that you was waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if it's something bad, then you're doing good because you dodged it. But if it's something you're waiting for and that shit happen, yeah, that's just. And also, when it come to O.C.D. people, motherfuckers be talking about O.C.D. and the people that's like I used to be like this. I used to be the one of the motherfuckers that go in the store and then like be about to buy like some. Hey, we about to buy some soap. Like I'm about to buy some soap or something, right? Or like or I don't know, just something, nigga. Not soap, but I'm about to buy something, and it's like three of them motherfuckers in a row, well, a whole row of them motherfuckers. But I'm gonna have to deal with the first three of them. All right, like I'm gonna have to take the first one out. Then I'm gonna have to put it back, take the second one out. Then I'm gonna have to take the third one out, put the first one in the back. Like, nah, I want this one that was in the middle. Yeah, then I put the first one back behind the third one. The third one's not the first. Like shit like that. And then O.C.D. people that walk into a room and like turn the light switch on and turn it off, and then turn it back on and turn it off, and then turn it back on, and then you can walk into a room and shit. I used to do that shit too when I was a kid, like when I was young and shit. But then I ended up growing out of it and shit. But anyway, this right here is people that's very sensitive to the fact that everything is sitting on an equation and everything is supposed to happen for a reason. I mean, yeah, at a specific time, a specific way for a reason. And it's going to have an outcome, all right? These people are sensitive to that equation but don't know how to operate it. So they just play it safe. Subconsciously, they just play it safe. And they hit multiple different points of contact for that. Like say I come into a room, all right? I flick the light switch on. I might have did something to move a little bit too fast. I might have missed something on my way to the door before I came in the room. So I wasn't able to get held up them last 3 seconds when I was actually supposed to turn the light switch on. 3 seconds from now when I turn it on now. So I'm gonna stop, turn it off, and then turn it back on again. And I'm gonna wait and feel it. Does it feel good? No, I don't feel good yet. And turn it back on, boom. Like, that's how long I was supposed to wait to turn the light switch on. And now the third time I can stay on. Like, that's the type of shit O.C.D. motherfuckers be doing. Cause they playing it safe because they trying to stay on the equation. You know what I'm saying? But they just do it, like you said, they kind of just shoot from the hip. You know what I'm saying? They just like, I'm gonna just, instead of doing it once and hoping I get it right, I'm gonna do that shit a couple times and make sure it feel right as I do it. Everything I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's people that, yeah, like they're sensitive to the equation. They're sensitive to everything needs to happen a certain way or can happen a certain way for a certain outcome. And yeah, they you know what I'm saying? They just, yeah. I think that's what that is. Hell yeah. 9/22. It was my birthday just now, boy. As soon as I got done. You get me? Happy birthday. Happy B-Day. Happy G-Day, nigga. Shit. Well, I think that's about it. Man, I realized I had been writing down a whole bunch of topics on my phone too, so I went through my notes. I got plenty of topics for motherfucking. You get me? So be back. I'm about to be at least daily, but you know, we gonna see what it be. And I'm gonna come. Oh, watch, I'm gonna surprise you too. I'm gonna surprise you. We gonna get to work in. Yeah, man.